Today, Aaron will be giving his second speech, which is the organized speech, and it will be 5 to 7 minutes from the Competent Communicator Manual. The title of his speech is Life in the Clouds. Let's welcome Aaron Wright.
Do you remember life without the internet? Or maybe a time when if you want to communicate with someone, you had to take the time and travel and see them, or write a meaningful letter. Better yet, do you remember the last time you spent 24 hours not connected to a technological device? Sad reality is, for most people in this generation, the answer to all three questions are no. And since the history of mankind, technological devices have really guided our progress as a society. There have been several inventions that have allowed us to change our complete lifestyle. Some of those historically have been the wheel, which was invented in 3000 BC, to the first digital computer invented in the mid-1930s. One of those, I think, probably is the most pivotal technological advance is the first text message that was sent in December of 1991. Also, the World Wide Web being made public in August of 1991 as well. Those advances have really shaped the way our society works today because it allows us now to move quicker than we ever have, specifically with the World Wide Web. Currently, there are several pretty interesting technological advances that I think are going to be new paradigms in society. One of them being smart technology. For instance, Samsung, through the use of their smart TVs and smartphones, they actually record their user to give a more user-friendly experience, say they. But it is probably one of the most interesting and mind-blowing technologies in the world, the fact that they can actually understand us so much that they literally guide our interests and our desires in life. And also, I will be passing out this as examples of the things that I'll be talking about. Here you are. Just pass it along. Also, along with smart technology, artificial intelligence is a new wave now today in what's available. I don't know if you're aware, but Google, along with, I believe, Yahoo, is opening up a 6,000-acre facility in Playa Vista for their artificial intelligence hub, if you will. So, also examples of that are the Hello Barbie, which is a Barbie that actually listens to children and engages in a conversation with them. They can have interactive conversations. They'll listen. It's made by Mattel, and through Wi-Fi services, there's someone there that's going to speak to your child and transmit those back at your devices. Also, 3D printing. 3D printing is really a new paradigm in supply and demand. It's really going to change global supply chains as a whole. Examples of that are, first let me back up. 3D printers are literally able to print any material, any object using the material that exists within it. You plug in a blueprint the same way you do for a regular printer, and it will print out the material in 3 dimensions. And so it allows you to manipulate this and really takes away the need to go to the store and buy things. And they've built, 3D printers have created so many things such as guns, cars, food. One of the ones that I think is the most interesting is there's a young girl, and she took the sphere of colors that exists within all the computers and has put the material of makeup in the printer, allowing the consumer to now print out whatever color of makeup that she wants to from home, essentially making the entire beauty industry obsolete. Those go on sale for $300 in 2016. Okay, so like I said, with the web and the way technology is moving, the future holds even more advances for us that are really just going to singe technology in our brain. Okay. One of the biggest ones are RFID chips, radio frequency identification. While this has become rather regular part of our society, now it's going to be happening on a personal level that is really it's unprecedented. These devices, they will have all your medical history, your medical state, including your vitals, your financial history, including, how you spend and how you spend. And so essentially, no person will be able to buy or sell unless they have this device, which comes with a number. And all men, great or all people, great, small, rich or poor, will be forced to have this. Also, sounds a little crazy. You should know that U.S. government agencies have spent over $4 billion on data collection storage units. And one of the biggest being in Utah, in which $2.1 billion was spent on that alone. Now, also, one of the most innovative technological inventions coming out is the Aeromobile, which is an actual car that has the ability to turn into an airplane and fly off when traffic is too bad. There are pictures of it in the packet that I've sent off. What does all this mean? I think this has some very big implications in society today. I think now, while technological advances have been very beneficial to our society, I think this really serves as a hindrance for human connection. I think our brain wasn't intended to process all these things so quickly, in which the internet has provided to us. Also, human connection has really stifled because people's emotional intelligence is very hard to develop emotional intelligence when you're trying to communicate through a screen. And I really believe that in the future, children who literally know no life without the internet are going to have very difficult time communicating with people and building meaningful relationships. For instance, the top elite people from the technological companies, like from Bill Gates to Steve Jobs, they don't allow the children in their homes to use iPads, iPhones, or any of the things that they sell and promote for children today. So, I just kind of made my conclusion already. Yes. Thank you.